Hello friends, you are on the channel Real Facts. Today I want to tell you an interesting story. I do not know if it's real or not, but it gives a very important lesson. This story may have taken place in one of the countries of Europe. An elderly man was walking down the street collecting plastic cans and bottles on his way, then he put them in his bag to be recycled. He reached the street where there were many houses. It was clear that poor people lived there. The elderly man saw many old cans in the garden of one of the houses and went to pick them up. The man began his work. He collected all the beer cans and cardboard boxes, but at that moment a young girl ran out of the house. Her name was Martha. She was staring at the man for some time and said, "How dare you? This is my property." "Sorry, I saw that you have a beautiful garden, but these empty cans spoil it, so I decided to take them away," the elderly man said. Martha was outraged by the presence of the elderly man in her garden and rudely replied to him, "How did it occur to you to come up here? Even if it is rubbish, it belongs to me, and why do you care about it? What will it give you?" "I will give it for recycling, because this way you can reduce environmental pollution," the elderly man calmly replied to the girl. Her face twisted with anger. "Okay, take these cans and get out of here, otherwise I will call the police," the girl said. "Do not worry, I am already leaving. I did not want to bother you." With these words, the elderly person left and continued his way, collecting old cans and bottles on his way. He just said to himself, "It is a pity that young people do not respect elderly people and they do not understand the importance of garbage disposal." A few days after this incident, the girl went to the park to meet her best friend. They would talk there, and Martha told her about her boyfriend with whom they were already thinking about getting married. She was happy as he was very handsome and courteous with her, and at the same time his father was very rich, so the young man always gave his girlfriend expensive presents. Martha's friend was happy for her and even said with slight envy, "I wish I met such a man. You need to get to know his parents as soon as possible and win them over." A little later, Martha's fiancé Antonio called her and he told her that he would soon stop by the park to pick her up. The girl was happy. She wanted her friend to wait with her for her fiancé so that she could see his car. After a while, a luxury car stopped in front of them and an elegant young man got out. Martha hugged and kissed him, then introduced her friend, who was envious. Antonio was really good-looking and well-mannered. He greeted her friend like a real duchess. She almost turned green with anger when she saw what a good-looking and rich fiancé her friend Martha had. Martha was delighted with the situation. After the greeting, all three got into the car. Antonio took Martha's friend home, and then Martha said, "So, will you introduce me to your parents today? You promised me it would be today. I want to get to know them." "Sure, honey. If you do not mind, we will go to my house right now so you can get to know them. I am sure that my mother will really like you, and even more, my father will like you. He really appreciates nice people with a great heart. He got rich working from childhood, but he never forgot the time when he had not been rich." "I am sure your parents are really nice people, honey. You know, I am a modest girl. I am hardworking, and I respect all people, regardless of their status and income." "Then there is nothing to worry about," Antonio said, and they went to his parents' home. Soon, the young man brought the girl to a large, beautiful house. Several servants came to meet the young people. The butler escorted the young people into the living room. "Honey, I am really excited," Martha said. She was impressed by how rich Antonio's parents were. Soon, a stylishly dressed woman came out to meet them. It was Antonio's mother. Martha immediately went up to her and said, "Good afternoon, it is very nice to meet you." "Me too, Martha. My son talks so much about you. I see that you are a nice girl. You must be special. Antonio does not often bring his friends home." At that moment, it seemed to Martha that the woman would definitely be her future mother-in-law. They began to get to know each other better while Antonio searched for his father in the garden. Soon, Antonio entered the living room, accompanied by a man. When Martha saw him, she could not believe her eyes. "What is this beggar doing here?" she asked. The fact is that this was the elderly man whom she drove out of her garden. In fact, this beggar turned out to be a well-known businessman in the city, and he was Antonio's father. This modest man, in addition to active charity work, liked to dress in modest clothes and help society. He was a nice and honest person. Looking at the girl, the man said, "I remember you. Welcome to my home." Martha did not know where to put her eyes. "When you do not have time to throw out your trash," the man continued, "you can call my secretary and I will help you with pleasure." Martha turned pale and could not utter a word. Now Antonio and his parents knew that there was not an ounce of modesty in her heart, only self-interest. The guy looked at the girl differently, and gradually their relationship ended. Martha no longer came to this house, and Antonio began to meet with another modest and honest girl whom he met while he was on a bicycle trip around Europe. Martha will forever remember the lesson the elderly man taught her. This changed her attitude towards people, and when our attitude towards others changes, then our life also changes, but it is up to you in which direction. Friends, that is all for today. Share this video with your friends and family, and also write your opinion about this story in the comments. Bye!